This year, the theme for the Ghana CEO Summit is attaining digital industrial transformation and attaining economic sovereignty. Over the last many years, decades, I have seen 5 presidents in my life, and there is a chorus that we keep hearing every year. This is beyond us. It is due to external factors. This is because gradually globalization has usurped political sovereignty. Hence the theme, economic sovereignty. What do we do? Since the inception of the Ghana CEO Summit, this platform has been leveraged on by CEOs to actively contribute to the digitalization agenda of governments and in a manner that will ensure that the needs of corporate Ghana are not left out in the digitalization drive. This year, our call to government is to work with the private sector, including the Ghana CEO Network, to help restore a sustainable economy for people of Ghana.
Considering the direction in which our nation is headed, the future of our country absolutely depends on the conversations and plans with you, captains of business and industry. And that is why I will state once again that your theme for today is so relevant and timely if we are to stop the hemorrhaging of both our financial and human resources. Our duty as political leaders is to create a conducive, predictable environment and a level playing field for your businesses to thrive. Ladies and gentlemen, let us also recognize sustainable corporate governance as the backbone of a thriving economy to achieve economic sovereignty. And I believe firmly that by working together, we can leverage our collective knowledge, resources, and experiences to implement comprehensive policies and initiatives that drive sustainable economic growth, create jobs, and improve the standard of living for all Ghanaians. This is how, working together, we can build a Ghana that we all want together.
As we embark on this 7th Ghana CEO Summit, let us remember that the journey to the economic sovereignty, sustainable corporate governance, and digital industrial transformation offers new paths for growth and prosperity.
In what we perceive to be threat, there lies the opportunity. We just should be willing to move with the times.
If you don't have the money to start a big business, you can start small by registering a business name. When you are ready to get funding, you can convert any time that you want to a company limited by shares. You can have another person come on board as a second director. You can be the secretary if your qualification meets the requirement, and you can be the sole shareholder.
A lot of the times when we talk about transformation, we focus on individual companies to transform. So we go through this whole process of transformation, but you have to have multiple individual companies transform before you can get this blue sea effect.
Hence, it's important for you here in the room to identify these challenges and financing and what is managed to create more and better jobs for Ghana. And importantly, as we have issues and constraints and bottlenecks, it's absolutely vital for your voices to be heard.
If you look at banking, a lot of investments are made in legacy infrastructure, monolithic platforms that are not exactly attuned to the agility and flexibility that the digital era requires. And the fact is, these are sunk costs. And everyone is saying, before I start investing in something new, bright and flashy, have I really sweated this asset?
I'd like to encourage all of us to build robust businesses that provide productivity. At the Margins Group, we're doing that, and we hope to be an example for the rest of the company. As you know, the Margins Group is the creator of the Ghana card. It is the first company to manufacture on African soil.
So one of the things we do is to help SMEs, one, become more financially literate. So we work with companies and other institutions to provide that service. And we also look at sustainable finance, what we can do to help SMEs get the right inputs for their business.
50% of women and 66% of children who have been suffering from anemia, but also from malnutrition or undernutrition. And that is why Olamagre decided to engage on the road of rice fortification.
Or anybody who wants to become the superpower, we need to become a China. We need to think like China. And China is, on the macro level, they may have as many policies, but on the micro level, it's simply about increasing the efficiency of each of their citizens, of each worker. And this is what digitalization brings.
Before you even think about how you can move to navigating in terms of moving in your digital infrastructure space, you need to first assess yourself, where are you in that space?
For financing to bed down into an economy and to have the ripple effect, the multiplier effect, clearly financial literacy is a key component of that.
Achieving economic sovereignty requires a careful, nuanced, and coherent approach to engaging the Ghanaian diaspora first and in particular. AGL Group and I remain committed and optimistic that the formal, coherent inclusion of our own diaspora with good corporate governance, a robust public-private partnership, the right application of technology can enable Ghana to deliver economic sovereignty.
All ChatGPT knows is what you put in, but human beings have the creativity. We have that. There's that human element that is missing, that if you don't put it in, ChatGPT doesn't know what to spit out. So I think we still play a role, and I think technology will still continue to play a role in the space.
A legal system that provides principally for only liquidation can fairly be characterized as primitive. From the business point of view, it's better to save the company than allow it to go.
I believe the SMEs, like we always say, are the engine of growth. But we should give them the right environment to operate, expand their operations, and also work in an environment free of the challenges that we've had.
This summit, I must say, has been apt at this point in time of the country's development. And we, in the public enterprise space, are mindful of the potential of public entities taking hold of these technologies and implementing them to support private sector effort.
It now falls to you, Your Excellency, to declare the summit officially open.
It's my duty and privilege to declare the CEO Summit for 2023 officially opened.